Yeah, so I know the film is based on past trips that you guys have taken, but I was wondering, are there certain scenes in the film that have been based on something that actually happened during one of your trips?
Oh yeah, we had I hired a tarot card reader to come join us,
Yes.
and she was grouchy
Oh wow.
in real life, and so that scene came from real life. Maya was actually bit not by a snake, but by
Black widow spider.
Spider.
When we were celebrating Anna's birthday.
yeah.
That was a fun addition to the script.
Yeah, and I purchased a lot of high-end vibrators before I went and became Dilda Claus, made my
Yes.
own beard out of paper towel and became Dilda Claus.
We had a real gentleman come and make paella for
did,
us.
yeah.
We did not bed him
No,
Nope.
we did not.
yet.
We did
That-
not.
we took some artistic license with
We
that
did,
storyline.
but I think he's fine with it.
Right.
No.
Well, one thing that jumps to mind is we did have a kind of cranky tarot card reader, and then that got amplified for the movie. Like everything, there's some things that happen in real life, and then they got times 10 for the
Yes.
movie.
And then Rachel one time, kind of famously years ago, threw her back out in the middle of an SNL table read and had to do the rest of the table read day from under the table on the floor. So that
So
kind
then
of,
they used the back throwing out. And we did have, my friend Gerard made paella for us and did drive us around, but that's where the similarities
And the
end.
paella was lengthy.
so you're
that-
saying no one hooked up with Gerard.
That's what I'm saying, yeah, yeah.
I love it in movies when characters make certain decisions about what they want to do, like in background choices. So I was wondering for this film, like, how did you base the wine choices on what you wanted to drink about what you personally like, or did you kind of make certain things for the character? Because I saw, like, Paula Pell's character, she was the one that drank red wine, and the rest of you ladies drank white. in that one
Entirely
scene.
based on our real life preferences.
Yes.
And so that we could make it more lifelike for ourselves.
Yeah. So what do you guys normally like? What's your go-to wine?
I like both.
You're,
I like both wines that exist. No, I like red and white. I know that's
I like
very
a rosé in the
specific.
summer.
Yeah, rosé is okay, as they say.
Basic.
And Sauvignon Blanc and dry whites. I don't like
Right.
it too sweet. I do like Pinot Noir too.
I was wondering, so based on some of your past characters, maybe like what does Leslie know? What would her wine of choice
Oh my
be?
gosh, I think Leslie is Chardonnay all the way.
Chardonnay all the way.
Yeah.
I think I'll tell you, I don't think Leslie is a particularly big drinker, and
Right,
and
no.
I think she doesn't know that very much about wine. So
Right.
she's Chardonnay all the way. Nothing wrong with Chardonnay.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
What
it.
about Lillian from Bridesmaids?
Lillian likes Whispering Angel.
That's my fave.
Oh, it's so delicious.
So good.
And it's cute and it's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
What
the
about-
character on AP
That's
Bio,
what I was saying, what would
Helen, I
Helen
think
from
she
AP
would drink
Bio?
schnapps.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
schnapps from
she
a-
doesn't touch wine.
From a little
Flask.
flask.
Yeah.
Right. So for this film, you kind of chose your own personal preferences. But if you were to go back in some of your other characters, what would some of their choices be? Like, what would Miss Norberry's wine?
Oh. Norby would definitely be a boxed wine.
Oh my God, yes.
And it would probably be she lives alone, so it would probably be a little bit turned, like she didn't finish it fast enough.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
like a white Zimph.
And what about Caddy's mom? What would she drink?
She would drink a South African
Oh my
varietal.
You're
Nice.
so right.
Yeah.
You're
Nice
right on the nose
pull.
with that.
International.
Would Debbie Downer even drink any wine or no?
She would avoid it because of
Her
it
medications.
it's bad for your liver and creates heartburn.
Yeah.
The tannins are unhealthy.
Tannins. My
Too
body
many-
has a negative reaction to
Tannins.
So the Debbie Downer Disney World skit is one of my favorites of all time. Lindsay Lohan in that, and you guys are just so great. Now, obviously with SNL, you're doing it live, so I know actors break, and I personally think it's so funny and so good. In a film, like, you get to do redos and things like that, but is there a certain, I want to know, like, what was going through your mind during that
Debbie
specific
Downer thing?
Yes.
Well, I really wanted the character to work, and so I was like too nervous about it. And I remember in dress rehearsal, like Horatio and Jimmy were cracking up, and I was thinking like,
Oh, wow.
you guys, like,
Don't blow this
don't
for
blow
me."
this. And then in the real thing, like, I just flubbed one word, and I don't even know why I started laughing, but the problem was I knew that camera was coming in every time. Like
Right.
sometimes when you laugh on the show, you could sort of hide or like hide behind somebody, put your head down. But this, I knew it was gonna be, and it just created more pressure, that whole like church laugh thing. And
Right.
I couldn't even tell you why.
Amy, with your character, she obviously doesn't like uncertainty or
Yeah.
anything like that. She likes her itinerary. And I was wondering for each of you ladies, when you've started out in your careers as actors, writers, producers, was there anything that you were trying to kind of control of what you were doing? Was there certain roles that you were looking for? And if there was a role that you picked that it was kind of out of your comfort zone, I was just interested to see like what you were kind of looking for when you first started.
Great question. To be honest, I wasn't that choosy because I really was just trying to get any experience I could. So, and you know, we were all working and trying. So I don't remember being particularly like, this is, you know, I will only do this. You know, I think I was at the time doing anything that anybody offered me.
Right.
Same, and I think I thought that that's the way you're supposed to do it. I'm so grateful to have learned over the years
Yeah.
that creating your own content is
Right.
such a gift for yourself and for the people that you love to perform with, and that, I mean, that's really changed my perspective completely.
And I was an actor younger, but when I went to SNL, I put that away.
Right.
And so I never really spent any time, you know, at SNL, you go there and they have a sort of way they do it, and you jump in and throw things in and see if it hits the roulette wheel. But you don't really have a choice to decide how to